Hello, Fae and Fiends, friends both fair and fell. Welcome back to Go Buff Yourself and Under a Crooked Moon. My name is Ethan. As always, I will be your dungeon master through this little folk horror story that we are telling. And I am joined by 6 incredible performers, players, storytellers, people I'm lucky enough to call my friends. Let's go around, say hi to them really quick. First, playing Jack Gallybagger, we have Jolly.
Those folks, as described, I will be your friendly pumpkin-headed scarecrow, Jack Gallybagger.
Wake, played by Caleb.
Howdy, cats and kittens. I was doing some research for a story I was working on, and I was digging into that time when, specifically Harry Houdini was dealing with disproving the mystics and the carnival acts that were going on. And it was just so interesting to me that there was this cultural phenomenon of all these people just trying to get answers from inanimate objects and just asking questions of a thing that doesn't actually think or give them anything, but trusting that the thing gives them an answer, but it's just the person running the con who's taking their money. Maybe Harry Houdini should have done more for us.
Apropos of nothing, I'm sure.
Apropos of nothing, let's bring back the spirit of Harry Houdini. Maybe he can help us.
Please, Harry. Amen to that. Playing Ember, we have Wild.
Didn't Harry Houdini actually go and try to do that to Ed and Lorraine Warren at some point?
I don't know. The thing that I would use for research is impossible to use right now.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Is that because it's trying to sell you things instead?
Yeah, find other search
Can't
engines
imagine.
that are not 100% AI. Yeah, I had to do that this week. I had to switch all of my search engines off of Google.
Well, and that leads into another thing. Find some things that are not the major corporations that are supporting using up all of our water and making giant concrete buildings, and which are going to be full of precious metals, but nobody will be in them.
Look,
anyways,
long and short
what's
of
up?
it, you don't need AI for your D&D games. God damn it. Okay?
You don't need AI for really anything, honestly, but that's
if it's
a
curing
different
cancer,
talk
I'm in
for a
favor.
different time. Yeah. Well,
outside of that, we have to talk.
there's a lot of conversation we could have about that.
Oh,
But
yeah.
today we're going to play a game, and I'm going to be a giant werebear with cursed claws. So, what's up? I'm Wildling playing Ember. Okay, goodbye now.
Playing Pellam, here in his normal everyday attire, we have Mallo.
The inanimate object that everybody talks to. I'm a wooden puppet boy.
He's a real boy.
I'm just a little guy.
Playing Wokka, we have Pete.
Howdy, possums and parrots. Fun fact, I found this out. Ed Warren was born the same year that Houdini died. So to answer that question, no, Houdini did not try to disprove. In fact,
Thank
he did
you.
it to the
Houdini
baby.
in fact, Houdini died 1 month after Ed Warren was born.
Huh.
So
Reincarnation. Got it.
wow. At 1 month old, Houdini was like, this baby.
Needs some debunking. And last but not
Yes.
least, because we all know how I'm going to say this character name, Breenoh, played by Lauren.
I'm a tree because all that will prevail when the corporations suck the souls out of our butts and the money out of our pockets is Mother Earth, and she shall reign supreme.
This is the new version of Breenoh, the most anti-capitalist
So I'm a weaponized
character ever. We will dismantle the establishment board by
Burn
board.
them! Burn them! Hilarious. Anyway, hi everybody. In lighter news, whee!
Well, with those introductions, I have just a few announcements before we get into Session 9 proper. First of all, this is an 18-plus stream because the inevitability of me dropping an F-bomb is very high, and it is a folk horror game, so please check the episode description for the content warning straight from the campaign so you know exactly what you're getting into. If there's anything particularly egregious, there hasn't really been yet, I will call those out in timestamps, but who knows what the future holds, so that warning's just always there. You can catch up on past episodes of this, City of the Crimson Tower, Lords of Sin, Wild Beyond, and a bunch of other stuff that we do on Go Buff Yourself, either anywhere you get podcasts or on YouTube if you prefer the actual play experience. You can also get the podcast version there too, so one-stop shop. All right, I think those are my announcements, which means I get to roll this beautiful intro video, designed, recorded, created entirely by our man Mallo here, which I love every time I get to watch it. So let's go ahead, run that intro video so we can get into Session 9 of Under a Crooked Moon.
I see the long black train under a crooked moon, under a crooked moon tonight. When the wheels slow their mournful hum and the dust conceals to the rising sun, lay me down by the old rail line where the dead keep time in 6 and 9. Lord, I see the long black train under a crooked moon, under a crooked moon tonight. Death comes to blue under a crooked moon tonight.
Help me! Help me! You stand in the doorway of a ruined kitchen. Tables, shelves, plates, everything crashed, scattered, broken with time and neglect. But one thing in here is now very alive, and that is the large, hulking brick oven. Its iron door sealed shut by a thick, rusted lock, and your nostrils are assaulted with the greasy smell of burning flesh. The fires inside the oven having just now recently roared to life. As we return inside this room, in this crooked house, on top of a hill outside of Wickermore Village, in the land of life and death of Druskenwald. And when we left, 3 of you had pushed forward to investigate, while another 3 had lingered just a few footsteps behind in the parlor. Pellam, Ember, and Jack. The 3 of you had gone to the end of the hall, which is about 15 feet away from the parlor, and checked out this kitchen when suddenly the oven roared to life. And all of you, regardless of where you are, hear this screaming, this pounding on the door. What do you all do?
Does anybody have a water spell? Wait, no, that's bad. It's a grease fire.
I can add more grease.
Please don't. That took forever to get out of my fur.
Yeah,
Fight grease fire with
I don't
grease
think
fire.
that would be much good. I don't have any. I don't think that would be good. I don't have anything else to extinguish a fire either.
Well, the lock looks rusted. Ember's going to go and try to... Okay, first of all, is the lock like a separate item from the door? Can Ember tell?
Yeah, it's its own
Is it
separate
like
padlock.
a chain with a padlock?
It's its own padlock.
Okay.
It's not built into the door. It is looped through the holes of the door.
Ember's going to go and try and hit it, which is against every instinct ever.
Okay, you go up, you go to strike at it, and as you rear back with your claws, I assume, to try to just shear through the metal of this lock, with a thunderous crash, the iron door bursts open, and shrieking flaming souls come flying out. A wave of blistering heat and acrid smoke fills the kitchen, choking unrelenting as these spirits, tormented, fly into the air in a torrent. And could Jack, Ember, and Pellam please make me Constitution saving throws?
I got a 15.
Beautiful.
I got a 10.
I got a 12 that I got. I couldn't.
You got 15.
Like I threw it. Oh, I got a. Show me a 15. Okay, I did not see my result. Okay.
Okay, 1 second. Let me close my door because Lauren can hear me.
I also need to close the door.
There's a delay, so I'll hear him scream here, and then I just hear a scream from right here.
Yeah, hearing me scream like that twice probably not fun.
Not super great.
All right.
Okay, so oh no, where's Ember?
Oh,
lost her. There she is.
she's back.
Okay, so that is going to be a success from Pellam and Jack. That will be a fail from Ember. So that means this damage, if it's relevant to any of you, is a combination of fire and acid. In case you happen to have any resistances to any of those. I don't know if any of you do. Not seeing it. Okay. So then Ember takes a total of 9 points of damage. Pellam and Jack take 4, with it being halved for a success. But as these spirits made of this burning fiery energy and acrid smoke flood the room, screaming all around you, they tear past you, tear through you, burning, melting parts of you, and then hit into the walls and disappear. Their trap sprung, their job done. And
Get it off, get it off, get it off, get it off, get it off!
as you're shouting this,
It
and the last one
burns!
flies through the oven, goes cold, dark, not even any ambient heat that you would expect to be present from an oven that was roaring just a few moments ago.
Fuck made that, Gordon Ramsay?
What's that?
You are not currently here, Breenoh, but you are only about 25 feet away, and you did hear all of this happen, including the thunderous crash as the door exploded off its hinges.
After hearing that, I would,
Accosted by a group of flaming ghosts or spirits. Is that what that was?
You'll hear Ember. Don't come in here.
All
Okay.
You hear us like patting ourselves down, like trying to make sure the flames go out, because scarecrow go up real quickly.
Probably better that I went to do that.
Like 50 pounds of straw and fabric here.
So I heard both Breenoh and Wake wanting to get in here. So Breenoh, was there anything you were wanting to do first?
No, I think I just want to offer support because I'm a tree. So if any fire happens, will also be fire.
We're all very flammable.
And I don't think that I have anything that I don't have like a gust or like a disarm grease fire.
By the time you get there, there is no more fire. There is just the lingering smoke and a few embers.
Where there
And
is smoke, there is usually fire.
Very smelly bear.
True. And
Flammable party ever.
Wake.
So, even being as hesitant as I have been, hearing the explosion, hearing the danger that my friends are in, I would run back towards the kitchen, get to the door frame, and look around quickly, trying to assess the room for danger, try to just see what's going on.
Looking around, make me a quick perception check.
Sure. I would love to do that with my perception that I just found. There it is. I think that's just a 10.
With a 10, looking around here, you don't notice too much of interest in the room. It's mostly destroyed. You do notice, despite the smoke that is still coming a little bit from the oven, that it is in fact cold. You also notice, as you inspect the door area where it blasted off its hinges and all of that, you look at the padlock and you see there is a inscribed, very faint, difficult to notice, a glyph in the lock that, as you examine it, is still very faintly glowing and is very quickly dimming. And just a few seconds after you see it, all of the light from that glyph is gone.
It seemed like it was maybe like a magical or an arcane glyph, not something etched into the padlock?
Both. It appeared to have been etched in, but arcane. And just cool. Basic guess is that was likely, where part of the trap, that whatever happened in here, and it is now devoid of any lingering magics now that it has been sprung.
I will. And the padlock's been broken, right? Because Ember smashed it apart.
It got broken when Ember was trying to smash it. It got broken by the force of the explosion. But yes.
So I will show the glyph to everybody in the room. And so I'm not sure if this has anything to do with the rest of the house. Maybe this is something we should look for. Maybe this was just a trap or something the spirits were doing, but we should probably be more careful.
Oh, look, Puppy decides he wants to come and talk to us now. Okay.
I'm
Still smoking. Poke you.
It cuts over to Pellam and he's just got a cigarette in his mouth, like, yeah, and?
Just smoke like your whole body is smoking, even more than
the whole
cigarette.
body's still on fire, too, and he's just smoking a cigarette while he's at it, But it's one of the long cigarettes with the cigarette holder and everything like that, too.
Yep.
I love Pellam's energy of the mask so much. Oh,
100%. Did you miss me?
Can you take the lock with you? Is it like a thing that you can like carry with
Yeah,
you?
it's a
Or is it
physical
just a lock
padlock.
thing?
At this point, it would need a little mending cast on it, as the arm has been partly shattered from the force. But yeah, you could absolutely just use mending and have a padlock.
Well, if I may, not to interject myself, would anyone like me to take a look at this sigil on this lock and see if it kind of maybe tells me something? So we don't have to carry around a stupid lock?
You can make me an Arcana check if you would like, Wokka.
Mr. GM, I would like to make an Arcana check, please.
Please do.
Thank you. That is a 25, sir.
25. Okay. You know everything about this glyph that pretty much you could know. You looking at it just very briefly can confirm what Wake had as a suspicion, that this was the trap itself. That it was this lock that temporarily enchanted the oven with the sounds and the smells in order to lure someone to it. Also, with a 25 looking at it, you can't help but think this is a really base level enchantment that, had you had the opportunity, you could have easily disarmed.
Oh, well, in that case. I see. Just with base looking at this, it appears Pup was correct. This was a trap that was set, and it's very basic magic, and it was making the oven make a sound of the ooh-ah and smoke as a trap. And had I known her, I could have dispelled this.
You can't even get through.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Except for you could maybe think that this is not the first animated furnace that we have fought in the past few days. And I figured, as I was in the group with most of the woodling creatures, yes, you're woodling creatures now, not woodland, woodling, that it would be good to strike first, in case there was something inside that I could kill.
Last time opening the door helped.
Exactly.
Okay, everybody listen. I'm not throwing any shade here. I'm just saying, could have done it if I known. Didn't know, didn't do it. That's all. Thank you.
Is this one of the 6 or 7 things that we are supposed to get to, do the thing? That's what I need to know.
We get a list?
Maybe we get a list. You just said 6 things. Was it 7? Was it 9? I wasn't paying attention.
You didn't ask what the things were?
Listen, seances hurt. I don't know if you know this, but they hurt a lot.
Oh, I was over in the corner. It was too scary.
Yeah. Yeah. That's part of the
6.
problem.
6 mementos.
6 mementos. See, somebody paid attention, thankfully.
How many teeth we got so far?
1.
I'm not telling you. You do weird things with them.
Ooh.
I've done weirder things with weirder things. Guys, I'm a fish, okay? Let's just,
Respect.
come on. So, how many teeth we got? I had one. I feel like there was another one who just leaves teeth laying around.
We're in a house that's actively trying to kill us. Why are you worried about teeth?
You know what? Just take the damn lock. I don't care. I tried to help, but no, Wokka's the bad guy.
No, I didn't. I feel so misunderstood. And he's gonna walk out the room.
Looking around the kitchen, is there anything else of interest? Anything else that catches my eye as something that might be valuable or intriguing or
Nothing really
extra
of
spooky
value.
to look at?
I will say that you do note that there is an additional door in the kitchen on the west side that you noticed in the hallway. There were 2 doors right next to each other, west and east. You took the eastern one. That led into the kitchen. So it looks like the door to the west, to the left, you can access both via the hallway and through the kitchen. And looking through that door, which is a single swinging door, but it has 4 glass panels so that someone can see into that room as they're walking out of the kitchen, so they don't risk bumping into someone. And it looks like a conservatory inside. You can see a very large and apparently relatively thriving bergamot tree in that room.
Friend of yours?
What? Correction. Inside?
Yeah, inside. It's a conservatory. It's indoors, but it has a larger portion of the room that is made up of windows so more sunlight can get in. But
Like an arboretum?
yeah.
Yeah.
Usually there's a secret passage to the kitchen. But now they're right next to each other.
Library passage, then.
I just think it's pretty.
Do you need a moment?
No. We can
Okay.
talk at any time. Rustling of leaves.
I would like to tentatively open the door to the conservatory
Absolutely.
and stick my snoot in there and sniff around a little bit.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a perception check, why don't you?
I would love to do that again. And maybe... Nope! 10 again!
10 again.
Consistency. We'd like to see it.
Hey, you're consistent and we appreciate it. As you push this door open, the sound of rain hammering against the windows is much louder here because, indeed, this conservatory has a good half of the room has a glass ceiling. The northern wall is entirely window. And there are desiccated vines and withered shrubs that choke the entire room, clawing hopelessly towards the windows that will provide no light. Benches are interspersed throughout the ruined room, and there is that shockingly vibrant tree in the center of the space. Green leaves, green fading to yellow fruit, the only sign of life amongst these desiccated plants. But you notice, seated upon one of the benches that is positioned in such a way to look straight at this beautiful tree, is a pale woman. She is dressed in black mourning attire. She wears a faded green ribbon tied around her neck.
Shut up.
Black veil that goes down to just about halfway down the bridge of her nose. And she currently is holding in her hands a delicate porcelain teacup while she gazes lost in memory.
At the tree, correct?
At the tree. And at the moment, I believe only only Wake is in here. If other people are coming in, let me know. But I believe Wake is the first one who was sticking his snoot through here.
Does the woman react as I'm like looking around the door a little bit?
Not even a little bit.
So thinking of how spooky and creepy the house is and the traps, and then thinking back to the train and the spirits, the haints that were on the train, I'm very suspicious of this individual and if they are real or not. I'm going to like turn over my shoulder, lean back to the group, nod my head until someone notices, and then be like, do you see that person? Do you see him too?
All of you see this person if you're looking through the door, by the way.
Okay.
I think Ember's gonna slip in quietly, guarded by the good smell of the tree, and just kind of stand back.
Well, you also make me a perception check, Ember. Wake got a 10, so who knows? Might be more things to notice in here.
Hey, DM, I rolled a natural 1.
There isn't that much else to notice in here. Like you said, I think your focus is very much on that tree, which in a normal situation, in a normal greenhouse, would be one amongst many beautiful, thriving plants, but in here at this moment it's the only thing that seems to thrive.
Can I at least tell if it's looked like it's been cared for, even though the other plants have not been?
I mean, it's alive, thriving.
That means nothing.
So,
Mushrooms can be alive and thriving.
It's very true, but you got a 1, so you're gonna have to draw the conclusions you draw.
Smells good.
Does. Jack.
Pellam's gonna just kind of. Oh,
yeah.
never mind.
No, go ahead.
Nope, you go for it. Go for it.
Jack, as you glance in this room, you see this woman. And you see this tree. And then you feel this tree see you. And you feel that same sensation of when you are in a large room and someone is trying to get you to make eye contact with them from across the crowd. And as you look at the tree, your vision tunnels inside of it, into the heart of this bergamot tree, and you see that it is rotting, infested, corrupted, wrong, and not just in the normal way of a tree that has gone to rot, something more malevolent, more malignant. And your vision is shunted downward through the roots, spreading into so many different awarenesses of simultaneous consciousness that your mind should not be able to comprehend as you are forced through the root system of these trees, of these plants that connect all through Druskenwald. And your awareness spreads not only through the ground, but up high into the sky, into the canopies, and you see a landscape vision. A vision that feels very familiar to a vision that you had in a different lifetime, walking through hallowed ground. When you were shown a corrupted land that needed you. And you see this same landscape, and you have the certainty that you are here, where you were meant to be. And as your vision is pulled once again, the last thing that you see in this experience is a hilltop dark underneath an enormous orange moon. The hilltop seems to be pulsing, writhing. And then you realize it's not the hilltop. It is thousands upon thousands upon thousands of centipedes that swarm over this hilltop, over each other, through the rot. You're just staring at a bergamot tree.
Without even saying anything, I'm like, if anybody was watching me as I was, tracing the root work and seeing that vision, they probably just saw me like staring off into space and they're like, what in the world is that? And without even saying anything, giving any explanation, I am actually going to drop down in a meditative stance. So you said that the woman is sitting on one bench on one side of the tree, or is she like directly in front of the tree?
No, she's on a bench that is on the southern side and is just seated facing into the center of this space, which is where the tree is.
Facing into it. Okay. Is there another bench like available away from her?
Yes, absolutely. There are
Like maybe
several.
the opposite side? Okay.
Yeah.
I will go over to, I'm assuming, I'm kind of picturing this now as like a circle, and there's like a circle of benches around the tree, woman sitting on one of them. I'm
you
going to
all
sit on the
want-
bench furthest.
Just so you know, I have Foundry open, for those of you who wish it. If any want to see what it looks like on the actual map and all of that, that is available to you.
No reason. No reason at all.
Well, I mean,
Jesus Christ.
it's just for visual. Just for visual. We could do this entirely theater of the mind.
We like
But
Foundry.
This is a, yes, there are available bench. There is at least one other bench in here that has not crumbled enough that you are able to still sit upon it.
Yeah, I'm not too terribly heavy. So I will sit down on that bench, and I kind of just do like a basic just sitting back straight, and my hands are just down in my lap. And then I close my eyes and I start ritual casting Detect Poison and Disease.
Got it. So ritual casting, that will take a little over 10 minutes.
I think it's 10 minutes. Yep. Yeah.
So let's see if there's anything anyone else is wishing to do in the meantime. As you come in here quietly, the woman takes no notice of you walking through this space. You sit and begin to focus. What about the rest of you?
I want to stand a little bit closer to Jack as I maybe don't recognize that he's casting a spell, but seeing that he has taken this moment to sit and meditate, I just want to make sure that nothing interrupts or threatens him. So I want to be, bodyguard mode.
Totally.
And then keeping an
100%.
eye on this lady, this figure, to see if she reacts
No.
or does anything.
As of now, no reaction. Just seems lost in thought. Does take the occasional sip from her tea, but other than that, seems to have no awareness at the moment of you being here. What, Breenoh?
So it's clear that this tree, even if I didn't get to do a root sense experience, for me, it's evident that this tree is a symbol for this spirit in some way. Is it possible to approach her and speak?
Of course. What would you say as you approach?
I think the first thing Breenoh would do would be to approach this tree first, bow his head very low, and thank you, sibling. Grow strong, as you are. Bow his head low, and then tries to make himself a little smaller if he can, by bringing his branches inward and hanging his head low. Who is this to you, so I may honor them?
As you say this, could you please make me a perception check, Breenoh?
I mean, yeah. 15?
15. As you bow down a little bit towards this woman, and she looks at you, clearly hearing you, seeing you, you notice something. Mostly concealed by the green ribbon that is tied around her neck is a horrible wound. An enormous gash, cutting, slicing of the throat, so mangled where you can see, and so deep is the cut that you aren't sure if this was a slashing of the throat or a beheading. But as she looks at you, "Oh, just one of my simple pleasures. I always ask Gale to make sure to let me handle the tree. It's one thing I know I always have control over."
Gale helps to keep our friends strong, but you
And it gives me something to do. You know, these days being mother seems like the only job title I have, but at least when I'm in here, I can just be quiet and focus on this. It's simple. I'm sorry, I am being incredibly rude. What's your name? Are you here for the party tonight?
eat totally here for a party. I'm Breenoh.
Breenoh. Pleasure to officially make your acquaintance. My name is Petunia Lockwood. And she extends a hand to you, palm down.
He sees the palm down, and his finger, which is, the stick is, he was getting ready to grasp. He flips his hand over, and pleasure, and tries not to be thorny. I like your green. This is my favorite color.
Mine too. Always loved it. People used to tell me it wasn't really my color, but they can go to hell.
That's fair. I feel expression is for us, and they can choke. Okay, I want to ask something, friend.
Of course. Could we get you some tea while you wait for the festivities?
Ooh, tea. How nice.
Yes. Gale, would you be a dear and bring some tea in here for our guest? Thank you.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. You were saying you had a question?
I have friends too, but I will introduce you to them in a minute if you want.
Of course, absolutely. It's supposed to be, well, we've invited half the town, so it should be quite the gala.
Okay, I'm going to cut to the chase. Whoever that is. I'm gonna cut to the Nathan. Okay, and I once had my arm removed, and it grew back. Did you have your head removed and it came back? How?
Oh, you are a funny one. I don't know this game. How do you play?
It's more of a question response sort of scenario where I say, how did you get this? And you say, blank. And we laugh.
The ribbon? Oh, I bought it from in town.
Nope. So never mind. I'm not sure that I'm equipped charismatically to deal with this situation.
You seem nervous. This must be your first dance. Don't worry. Once you get some champagne in your system, you're going to do
It
just
is. I only have left facing roots. I don't know what I'm going to do with the rhythm.
Left-facing roots. That got me. And she just looks at you and says, well, I'm a pretty terrible dancer myself, so if you ever feel embarrassed, ask me for a dance and then we'll both look fools together.
Are you dead too? I'm dead.
Oh, no, not dead yet. Maybe after a couple flutes of champagne I'll be feeling that way, but no, right now I'm ready. I feel pretty good. We'll get that tea for you and you'll feel right as rain. And I saw Pellam wanting to say something.
Pellam will approach very gently and just kind of look at this interaction and just kind of look at her and go, I am something of a performer.
Eustace booked
might I do a little
entertainment. You
trick?
didn't tell me. Oh, what a delightful surprise! Look at you.
Could I borrow your ribbon? I can do a magic trick for you with it.
A ribbon? Well, it kind of goes with my outfit. Could I get you?
I'll give it
something
right. I'll give
equivalent?
it back. I'll give it back. No, I'll give it back. I'll give it back.
I need you to make me a persuasion check right now, and it's going to be high, but not impossible.
How's a 19 go for you?
19.
Maybe not high enough. I don't know.
It was real close. I had set the DC a little bit higher than that for this particular moment. If you have any way to boost it, or if you want to use inspiration or anything like that, we can do that.
No, it's fine. No, we're gonna stick with 19.
She begins to. Well, I feel like I'd be so underdressed if I took off my one hint of color. But I can. How about a teacup? And she holds up the cup that she has.
Let's go with that. And he's gonna bring out a white handkerchief from his somewhere.
All right.
Does she hand over the teacup kind of thing with it?
Yes, she does hand over the teacup, and as she hands over the teacup to you, you notice a change come over her face.
Okay, fuck. I just want to do a magic trick.
But
man.
no, but nothing immediate. Just her face just kind of like she had this look of excitement for a magic trick, and as she hands the cup over to you, her face drops. And her eyes, instead of joy and curiosity, are replaced with an emotion of confusion and fear.
Yeah, Pellam has no clue, doesn't notice a bit. He goes right into the magic trick.
Okay, what's the trick?
He is essentially going to do that thing where he like holds out the teacup and everything like that with it. I'm assuming it's like on a saucer. It's like a proper kind of thing,
Yeah.
right? It's on a saucer and stuff like that. So he's gonna hold out, make his hand like perfectly stiff and everything like that. He's gonna put the teacup and everything like that on it. He's gonna put over the handkerchief, and then he's gonna do that thing that when he lifts the handkerchief up, it's gone, kind of piece.
Make me a performance check. You're doing a
How does
performance.
a 24 do you?
Hey! You execute this flawlessly, but you do not get the response you were expecting. Because as you make it disappear, she leans down towards you and, like, almost kind of grabs you by the lapel and pulls you towards her. Children, please help my children. You have to save them from him. And disappears.
What, children? What? And he's gonna kind of like, he's gonna still like be like up on his tippy toes as when he was getting pulled by the lapel up because he's very short. And he's gonna kind of look around at everybody else and be like, that was not part of the magic trick. I made the teacup go away, not her.
No, you
For
made
the-
a lady disappear too.
That was
That's-
not my purpose.
That's
You
who
can
was
just go
talking
with it,
earlier.
man.
Pellam, question for you. Where did you pocket
Yeah.
the teacup in the process of this sleight of hand?
Bag of holding.
Cool. Wonderful.
Bag of holding. But yes, yeah. Not the prison wallet.
Okay. As you... Yeah, as you, like, are going through all of this and, like, didn't mean to make her disappear, I think it's possible that you might, like, look in your bag of holding to, like, check, grab the teacup, be like, this is all I was trying to make disappear, and the teacup is still there.
He's just kind of holding up and like, wait a minute. I expected the teacup to be spectral as well. And he's gonna hold it out towards Wokka and be like, "Mare, yeah."
I see what you're shouting. Man. I see what you're shouting, Wild. You should shout it out loud so that people on the listening can enjoy.
Memento! Sorry, I
Is there
tried to
anything?
not
Is there
be
anything
in the
inside the
microphone.
teacup?
No, it
Yeah.
is
Is there anything
entirely
inside
dry.
the teacup?
Bone dry.
Oh, he's just gonna put it back in the bag of holding. When she says memento, he's gonna be like, okay.
That's a good
We're just
one,
gonna
too.
put it back there. Cause he's still a little freaked out that like he just made a woman disappear too. He wasn't expecting that part.
That trick worked better than I expected.
Ish.
Did
Ish.
we-
It's good to remember that one for next time.
Out of game question, did we grab anything from the dining room after fighting those two creatures?
There was a fine ring that you grabbed and
The
a
ring.
pearl.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. I remember there was something grabbed.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
So, what do we do now?
Well, we don't ask that lady no more
Ooh.
questions.
Is she okay? No. We need more things to help the son. Her son? From the picture?
Oh, from the gallery thing. We in the hallway. Is that what you mean?
Save my son, yes. Is it one and the same?
Maybe? Question mark?
Well, I will just point one thing out for you. The one who said it from the spirit board, the seance, Save My Son, had identified themselves as a Petrini. This woman identified herself as a Lockwood. The
Lockwood.
Petrini said my son. Petunia said my children, plural.
Oh no.
And said from him.
I think this place is cursed.
Do you think that the hag is eating people's children?
I think children are being taken, clearly.
It's like a Hansel and Gretel situation.
By the
What?
hag? Maybe.
Missing
Let's
children.
hope just one.
Missing children. Oven full of spirits. Hag upstairs. Confused
giving-
adults.
Grim. It's giving classic. It's giving infinite death.
Breenoh, I'm going to ask this after we've made so many jokes about me speaking bear and Wake speaking wolf, but can you speak tree? Does the tree know anything?
I speak celestial, common, elvish, and goblin. I think I can talk to his roots. Maybe.
Do you,
Not in bullet point form.
were there commas in there?
None. One run on.
I could try. I can speak beyond myself for quite a hefty distance, to be honest. So maybe close range is like sitting down for tea.
We already have
I
a
could
teacup.
try. I could try. Why do we want to talk to the tree?
Well, this tree is big, like you. And
But-
big trees take a long time to grow, which means this tree's been here for a very long time. And if kids have been going missing for a very long time,
Hey, have you seen some weird shit? Like that?
Because you don't have,
sure.
because you
I don't have
anything
tree
like
explicit.
or speak with plants as a spell or anything.
Mother
like
heck,
that.
how does that work?
Well, you're a barbarian, druid. But because you are a Gnarlborn,
Well, that don't make
because
no
you are a
sense.
Gnarlborn, here's what I'm going to ask. Roll me a d20. Let me know if you roll
Okay.
a 16 or higher. So this is a luck check with a low likelihood of success, but not insignificant.
19.
19! Like I said, not insignificant. You sit down in front of this tree that Jack, you know, has some capacity to communicate with those who are wont to listen. And Breenoh, how do you try to communicate with this tree? Like, do you literally just sit down in front of it and go, what the fuck is up? Or do you, like, bury your roots into the ground here to, like, what do you do?
Hey.
No, I think Breenoh will gently approach this tree. He's
greeted it and bowed to it before. So he, I think, will just sit in the dirt or on the path like, as close as he possibly can, and he will stir up with his elongated fingers, his branch-like appendages. He will dig into the dirt until his hands are covered with the soil of this tree. And I think he will not speak. He will envision his question, and he will try to telepathically, through the combined nature of how they come to be, communicate at the most basic levels.
And what do you ask?
Friend, we need to help. Have you or your rootkin seen, heard, witnessed these foul deeds? I know you here. Can you aid?
You, Breenoh, Gnarlborn are very different from even other sentient trees and some awakened plants. Some, like Ents, or excuse me, can't legally say that. Some, like tree Ents, do have eyes, do have ears, do have those same senses. But the way other plants perceive their surroundings is something that our brains couldn't really comprehend because we rely on our senses to perceive and they don't have those. But it is translated for you in your mind so that it is something you can understand, and you see this same room. It's night. It's raining. Crashes of lightning illuminate a thriving conservatory. Blooms and blossoms and green leaves everywhere. And you see a young girl, maybe about 9 years old, run into this room and hide underneath one of the benches. And you see a familiar man from a portrait and from porch, a knife in hand, walk into the room and look around, a huge bloodthirsty smile on his face, and you can see that he shouts something, though you can't hear it. Shouts again and looks around, predatory. And then leaves the room hurriedly, sprinting out of the room. And a handful of seconds later, the little girl leaves her hiding place and runs from here too. And that is the vision you are given by this tree.
This process of receiving this vision from this entity beyond years that Breenoh knows is enough to, he is going to stumble back, snapping some of the branches in his legs, stumbling back, clawing at the dirt as he rips his hands from the rooted soil of this tree. I feel as if
that connection combined with the vision, I think Breenoh will feel as if that tree is bleeding as he pulls away. And he's going to try to scoot away as much as he can. That. Here. There. That man. This place. Those. Children. It's not just a son. How many?
Also, not to break up the seriousness of this moment, but because I could hear the bird outside of your window through all of that, is now my headcanon that at some point while you were walking through Wickermore Village, a little bird made a nest in Breenoh's head. That's why we can hear it this session.
I thought that came through your stuff. That's how good the bird was.
Yeah, it was every time. It was very, and it's only when Breenoh speaks, so it's got to be on Breenoh.
Yeah, it was perfect.
Bird is a paid actor.
We'll get him in the contract later.
Yep.
All right, sorry. Please continue.
A forever friend.
Cocks his head.
I asked. A vision was what I was given. Violent. This place, I said it before, I think is cursed. Pain and fear and power. Hope that helps.
Thank you.
And he's gonna pat. After he sees that the tree isn't bleeding, and he sees he isn't bleeding, he's gonna go over and he's just going to pat its trunk.
What does Jolly know with his, like, because he was trying to commune with his ritual, right?
At this point, with detect poison and disease, I believe it was. This tree is diseased, but it is not a disease that you recognize, and it's everywhere. Like, as you use this and perform this ritual and you gain the awareness that this specific tree is diseased, you are able to think back on that vision and realize you had the same feeling about this entire land. This whole place is suffering. All of the wildlife here. It's not a disease that has a name that you know. And it is something big. It's almost more like you gain the awareness that this tree is diseased, but then you gain the awareness that the earth itself is diseased. And that the corruption of this plant is not from itself or from anything within itself, but from the land writ large.
I can tell this tree is... It may look fine on the outside, but on the inside, and even through its root network as it ties to the other life here, it's diseased. It's sick. But the weirdest part is it goes beyond this room. It's almost as if the entire world is sick. Like the very soil world itself is sick. And it's an element that I don't recognize it. It doesn't, as far as I know, it doesn't appear to be natural. It's nothing I've seen before. Nothing from my previous life. Nothing. This is a sickness that I do not know. And it's almost as if the land itself is diseased. I have to find out what this is. I've got to find out what this is. It's everywhere. Just looking at the ground, looking at the tree, even beyond, it's everywhere. And I look towards Breenoh with and also when I look at Breenoh, while I still have the effect on, do I see anything similar in Breenoh, since Breenoh's a tree in this world right now?
No, Breenoh seems quite fine. But also Breenoh doesn't have to, isn't embedded in the earth. And so maybe they somehow aren't being afflicted by this. But or at least Breenoh isn't. Who knows about other Gnarlborn? But Breenoh got here when you did, so who knows? But no, you don't see it in him.
All right. Okay, so Breenoh, even though you seem to be of a tree of the land, you don't bear the same element. So I don't know what it is, but it's strange and it's widespread. It's widespread.
We are not from here.
What's that?
Maybe.
Maybe that is it.
Infection, this
Yeah.
rot, this corruption
Yes,
is
corruption.
here. Could it have been given to the people here to cause the loss and pain?
Because there's no telling where it came from. For all I know, this could be the origin point of the ailment, but I don't know. It's almost as if it's everywhere at the same time, so I can't quite see if this is the origin point or not. But it's everywhere, and I just kind of mumble that to myself. It's like it's everywhere. It's everywhere. And I kind of just mumble off and start thinking and almost rambling to myself about it.
While Jack and Breenoh were having this conversation, what would Wokka, Wake, what do you think the rest of you are doing? Do you think you all would be staying here still? Do you think you would be going and checking out more rooms or doing something else?
I think while the conversation is going on, Wake would have been kind of just scouting around the conservatory, kind of circling the perimeter of the group as they're talking, seeing if there's any other threat or source of danger, if there's any other exits.
Make me a perception check, please.
All right. More than 10, please.
10 exactly.
16. Ha!
16, you're walking the perimeter. You get to the northwestern corner where the wall becomes entirely window. And you notice near that wall, on the floor, a humanoid tooth.
Take that tooth.
Is there anything... is there anything on the ground around the tooth? Are there any marks? Are there any tracks? Is it just a tooth?
with your 16 perception, yeah, there are very, very, very small tracks in, like, some of the dry dirt that has spilled from a clay pot that was housing a plant that has just shattered with time and lack of moisture. And where some of the dirt has spilled on the ground, there are tiny little rodent-like footprints.
I don't like that. Okay. I'm gonna leave it. I don't want to mess with the tooth. That's weird.
As you stand up from crouching, like inspecting and noting these footprints, as you stand up, there is a crash of lightning that illuminates, just for a second, a figure 10 inches away from you, but just on the opposite side of the glass. And you just see his tall form with the bent, crooked hat and the snap neck. And as soon as the lightning crashes and you look, he's gone.
I was just gonna say I want to look out the window and look at the storm, and then
look at us. Look at this wavelength. See this? This is how stories get made.
All right. I'm gonna walk away from the creepy tooth window. I'm done. Nope. I'm done. Yep. I'm gonna go back to my friends.
The toothy window.
The toothy window. As Wake walks away from the toothy window. Why don't we go ahead and take a mid-session break? It feels like a good time, and then we can come back together and see what we want to do next. Don't go anywhere, y'all. We'll be back. We are back. We return with you all still here in the conservatory. Still on the first floor of this house. Where to, or what are you all doing?
Okay, quick question about, so we're in the conservatory on the first floor.
Correct.
I'm probably going to assume that if we were to look kind of upward around the walls, like to where the second floor would be, is there probably like maybe some balcony space or just like viewing space up on the second floor
that you can see from here in the conservatory? But that also makes sense because what you can see is through these glass windows and the glass ceiling, and you wouldn't want to build a balcony right over the glass ceiling, both for structural and functional reasons. It would kind of, ruin the point of it. But you did see right when you walked in the foyer, there were a set of stairs leading up. There are also two doors here on this first level that you all have seen, but not gone in. There is the one door directly to the left of the foyer, and both of the rooms are on the southern side. There is one to the southwest and one to the southeast that you all have not checked out yet. You're currently as far north as you can go on this floor.
Southwest and southeast. I'd like to approach the southeastern door.
Absolutely. So you head back into the hallway and head down the hall. Would anyone be accompanying Jack, or is Jack going on his own?
Yes.
I'm backing him up.
We're all,
everyone. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm coming.
Easy peasy.
We're not.
Pellam will go to the other
At
door.
this point.
Oh,
Because
Pellam,
let's
you're
split
headed
the
to
party.
other
We're
door?
going to go to the other door.
Okay.
Absolutely. Split the party. Pro rules.
Yeah.
Yeah, in this house, especially.
Hate it.
Real.
Do it. Do it, you cowards. Okay.
Where
All right.
are the stores? We're going to all the stores.
So let me describe
Well, the rest of the stores.
rooms really briefly, just what you all see from the doors before anyone enters any of these rooms. Jack et al., Jack and everyone but Pellam. As you open the door to this southeastern room, right next to, right across the hall from a door that leads to the foyer, you see a music room slash like small dance hall. There's a scattered array of decaying instruments that surround a wooden dance floor at the room's center. Like every room you've been in, cobwebs, dust. The boards of the wooden floor are blackened with age, splintered by time's cruel hand. And on the wall, you see a large oval mirror, and amongst the many instruments here, the largest by far is a harpsichord. And it stands at the northwest corner of this room. Pellam, as you open the door, you see a gallery, an art gallery. There are several landscape-style paintings covered with cobwebs here, busts of dour, forgotten figures on little pedestals. The largest of the statues in here is a marble, though weathered, a larger-than-life statue of an albino peacock. Is apparently the centerpiece of this little gallery here, based off of its central positioning and it being the most dominating sculpture in here.
They say I'm a diva.
Yeah, that's what you all notice. I will say, Pellam, you notice one other thing about the marble statue, is that in its eye, the one that you can see from here, it has a dull red bloodstone in its eye socket, which is a very, very noticeable shock of color on this otherwise weathered marble statue.
He's gonna check for traps, but he's gonna walk right into the fucking room.
Sure, absolutely. You can make me an investigation check looking for traps as you are doing that. What about those of you around the music?
Immediately interested in the harp.
Do you play?
In the harpsichord?
Yes.
There is a harp in here too. So I'm not sure, or whichever you're interested in.
Sorry. Oh, hold on. Let me. The harpsichord.
Old school
What's that
piano.
look like? Oh shoot. Probably a harp. I can't. Not too dexterous with my thin fingers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Flippers.
My flippers.
Yeah, you're hitting way too many keys at once if you try.
Yeah.
No,
There's no
slide.
seventh. It's not a seventh or a minor. It's just an everything.
All of it, all at once. But you're interested in this harp, so going over, wanting to inspect it.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a look at it.
Okay.
And
You walk over to it, and as you step onto the wooden dance floor, it creaking beneath your feet, the harpsichord begins to play of its own accord. And a discordant melody fills the room that, Pellam, you can hear very clearly from where you are too. And Wokka, you notice as you step on here and you glance towards that oval mirror, a large, jagged crack in it that twists the room's reflection. You see distorted spectral dancers twirling here on this dance floor, though you see no one next to you. And could I please get everyone to roll me wisdom saving throws, and this includes Pellam.
Wisdom, known as my highest stat.
By all.
Yep.
Oh no.
How's a nat 1 treat you?
Treats me well. I assume the total isn't much higher.
It's a 5.
5, okay.
Yeah.
I got an 18.
Wonderful. Okay, so I see 18, 15, 14, 5, and 7. The 5 and the 7 belonging to Pellam and Wokka. Which is fitting.
Yeah.
I think in both ways.
I wasn't ready.
Both
Not even
of
in that
you
room.
are suffused by this music, almost infected by it, and you find yourselves unable to resist the urge to dance. And as 4 of you see Wokka begin to dance here on the floor as the harpsichord begins to play, not seeing Pellam do this a few rooms over. The 4 of you also notice movement along the walls and floors, and you see beginning to push out of cracks in the walls and the floorboards 9 weasels that flood into the room, and as they scurry into the room and begin to flood towards all of you hear as they speak with one discordant voice. Vesla Browntooth will sacrifice your souls! And could I please get everyone to roll me initiative?
Heckford. Usha.
Let me just shift the music slightly. Oh, gotta read. There we go. Okay, so what did we all get on those initiative rolls, y'all? Let's start with Breenoh.
6.
Pellam.
I got a 19.
Perfect. Wake.
18.
Wokka.
A fitting 8.
8.
Polite.
Jack.
Indeed.
4.
4.
And mind you, my initiative is +2.
Oh, buddy. Happens to the best of us. Ember.
That's a sweet 21.
Woo! Did I get
Always gotta be
everyone?
showing me up, man.
I have Ember
Ready
at
for a fight.
21, Pellam at 19, Wake at 18, Wokka at 8, Breenoh at 6, and Jack at 4.
I mean, a bear against 9 weasels. I mean, come on. Like,
Should be
it's
fine.
pretty easy.
Sounds
Let
like
me finish adding
it's
the
one of those
pieces.
drinking games. Would you rather fight 100 bears or 100 weasels?
Yeah.
Like,
Shouldn't
This
you
is
just
just
like
who
pick a
frames
couple of
Robert
them?
Rat.
Shouldn't you just
This is
pick a
just who
couple
frames
of them
Robert
just
Rat.
because? Like free action, just pick
That's my
one up.
debut
and eat
album.
it?
A Bear and 9 Weasels.
Okay.
I'm a Red Ball book.
Three Weasels was the name of my college ska band.
You know what? I would believe that. For so many reasons. All right.
What did the weasels say when they came in again?
Vesla Browntooth will sacrifice
yeah.
your souls.
Vesla. Never believe a weasel. What is
Never
this?
believe a weasel. That's what they say.
It's
All
like
right.
believing a Sicilian.
So,
Do say.
that means that the first to act is going to be Ember. But before we do that, I need to resolve one other thing for Wokka and Pellam. That is... Oh, I maxed it, unfortunately. I rolled a d6 and got a 6. The two of you take 6 points of psychic damage as you find yourselves dancing erratically, unable to stop. Ember, you are up as these weasels begin to flood into the room.
Okay. I'm gonna prepare my beer. Before I strike, because they're not attacking quite yet, they're just swarming and being weird little weasels.
Correct.
I'm gonna try and strike up a conversation and ask, Vesla Browntooth? I haven't heard of them. Are they with you?
You get hisses in response.
Oh, okay. Tough crowd. Fine. I'm going to... Can I do a sweeping blow with my spear? I feel like that's something I should be able to do, correct? I don't know
So...
if that changes the roll.
I don't know of anything known as a sweeping attack in D&D. Some weapons have the
That's
cleave
fair.
feature, which I think is what you're thinking about, is cleave.
Okay.
But that is unique to certain weapons, like Breenoh's, I believe. His great axe has
Okay.
cleave.
Boo. Okay, fine. Then I'm going to pick the one closest to me, and I'm going to attack it with my spear.
Okay, let's do it. And do remember, while your spear doesn't have cleave, it does have sap, which is...
What does that mean?
Assuming you have that weapon mastery feature. which I'm
I
not
believe
sure.
I do. Hold on. Martial arts is part of monk
Mm-hmm.
mastery.
I'm actually not sure if you have that, but that also might not be something that monks get quite yet.
That's fair.
So that is
I'm
totally
like
fine.
level
But
3.
there are several weasels here, so go ahead and make me an attack on one of them.
Okay. I'm gonna pick the closest one that dares come towards me.
Okay, let's do it.
Hold on, I pushed the wrong button.
It happens.
It didn't help anyways. I rolled to hit with a 9.
A 9. Thunk! Your spear sinks into the... You miss the weasel as... It's a small weasel. It's a normal-sized weasel. Just
They're fast little fuckers.
skitters out of the way, and as you stab into the floor, it feels like hitting metal. It's just... It slides off of it, and the wood is entirely unharmed. And so is the weasel. Anything else from you?
No, I'm going to just watch for a second to see what the hell is happening here, because I'm very confused about that metal.
You can,
floor.
if you would like, make a bonus action unarmed attack. Because you attacked with your spear, which certainly, if it isn't listed as a monk weapon, should be.
So it would not be an unarmed strike?
Yeah, you can make an unarmed strike for your bonus action, if you would like.
With my other hand. Sorry, my dog just dropped his bone right behind me. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, let's do it.
Just to follow up out of frustration. I'm not rolling well. I rolled a 13 to hit.
13 is meet to beat. So you hit, and I'll tell you what, you don't even need to roll damage. Wanna know why? It's a weasel. Wanna know how many hit points a weasel has? 1.
Scoop it and throw it against the wall,
100%,
kind of unarmed
absolutely.
attack, like hoopah!
Yeah, you go to stab and it was skittering too much, so you just reach down and grab it and just dash it against the wall.
I'm sorry, actual weasels.
This is a game. I don't actually feel this way. All right. That is going to bring up Pellam. Pellam. Could you please, or at the end of your turn, you will get to make another wisdom save to end this effect. In the meantime, all it does is impact your movement. And that is that you have to use all of your movement dancing.
Oh yeah, no. So yeah, no, this is easy for Pellam. Because not only does he resistant to psychic damage, he's resistant to psychic dancing. So when the camera cuts back to Pellam, he is dressed head to toe in a white pinstripe suit with the hat and everything, and he is moonwalking his way across the room to take that jewel from the peacock's eye.
All right, you'll be able to...
You just come back and say, and it's just yoink.
You'll be able to move on your next turn. For right now, all of your movement has to be spent dancing, and you can't move from your space. But you can
can't move
start to...
because that's dancing.
It's the specific part of the condition is you can't leave your space. But you can start moonwalking in space in preparation. So go ahead, and if there's no action you would like to take from your current position, you can, if it's the end of your turn, you can repeat that wisdom save. But before...
That was a 21 for each.
That will be a success. You take 3 more psychic damage this round, but you regain control over your body. You can still continue a moonwalk, but now it'll be by your choice.
Are you round up or round down on that? Because I have resistance to all psychic.
Oh,
so.
You'll take 1.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Just checking.
Yes. Okay. Wokka, your AC is a 12. Ember's is a 16. Just to speed up my math. Okay, so we're going to roll 4 attacks at Wokka. I need a 7 on the die or higher to hit. 1 miss, 3 hits. Wokka, you take 3 points of damage as you get swarmed by 4 weasels, as you are still here just out of your own control, just dancing to this harpsichord music. 4 weasels start to climb up you and bite you, and you feel as one of them crawls underneath your... Are you only wearing pants?
It's just pants.
Oh, never mind. Crawls
it's just
up,
pants.
like, uses its tiny claws to crawl up your chest, and as you're here erratically dancing, not having full control over your body, you feel as it begins to crawl into your mouth. And...
Bite it with your tooth! Bite it with your tooth!
Tiny little hands starts to try to yank one of your teeth from your mouth. 4 are also going to flood onto Ember. Ember, you have a 16, which means I need an 11 or higher on these dice. 1, 2 hits. You take 2 points of damage as you manage to excuse me, bat away 2 of these weasels, but 2 start climbing up your legs and biting into your flesh. That is going to bring up Wake, followed by Wokka.
All right. So, I would like to take a shot at one of the weasels that is crawling on Ember.
Absolutely.
And try to like pew. cue it off.
Let's do it.
That appears to be a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 will definitely hit. Again, no need to roll damage as you launch this coin and it just explodes one of these weasels. It's not quite as cute as what is. It's not quite as cute as what is happening on your camera right now. The weasels are a little more vicious.
She's being rotten as hell. So.
But yeah, you make some weasel tartar as you blast through with this and it just bursts.
And that's all I can do this turn. I don't need to do much else. So that's fine.
Wokka, same as Pellam. Your movement is 0. You have to spend all of your movement dancing. You still have action and bonus action. You will, however, take 5 more points of psychic damage.
Oh, it hurts so bad. Okay, so as a pot-bellied catfish wearing only slacks with weasels on me, I'm dancing, I'm spinning around, I got a weasel in my mouth. I don't know what else to do other than cast everyone's favorite poorly aged musical, Grease. I'm just gonna be pirouetting like a magical girl and spraying grease in the 10 foot around me, just I'm trying to bite this fucking weasel and I'm just panicking.
It's horrifying. I love it so much. Okay. When it appears, each creature standing in the area, which I'll say is 2 of those, because 2 I did say were climbing on you. So they have to make dex saves. I wasted a nat 20. Y'all, it's public. I wasted 2 consecutive nat 20s on weasels not falling in grease. So as you are turning and just whoosh, fish grease spraying everywhere, they see it and they just leap onto you and just hold on to you instead. But a creature that enters the area or ends its turn there must also succeed on this save. So it stays around as long as up to a minute, as long as... Oh, you don't even have to have concentration. Up to a minute. So that will be a problem for them. I also need you to make me that save, though, because it says each creature standing in the area. It's not of your choice.
The deck save?
Yes, please.
Yeah, let's go.
And he's dancing. Does that give him disadvantage?
That's a 20 natural.
Oh, really? We got 3 nat 20s to deal with grease?
That's fucking amazing.
What is happening?
That is crazy to see.
1 in
Just
8,000
line up on the
amazing dancer,
screen.
you guys. This is canon that Wokka can fucking cut a rug.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what's happening right now.
You're like
The fish
floating
is
a little
amazing at
above the
dancing.
ground, I think. Just like you don't even touch the ground here. Incredible. At the end of your turn, could you repeat that wisdom saving throw for me to see if you can stop dancing?
Oh, wisdom, okay. I am sparkling, but it's because I'm covered in grease. No, it's 5.
5, nat 20 on the other, 5 here. The dance continues.
I don't want to stop dancing.
You can't make me.
I like what's happening to me, weasels.
Nobody puts baby in a corner. All right, Breenoh's up, then Jack.
Okay, so Breenoh's got to get in on this because what the... So he's gonna... Where? Gotta move forward, eh?
Yep, you move into the
So I'm
room.
gonna
You
move
see
in-
that there's
I'm gonna
still
move
7
into the
weasels.
room, and I'm gonna see that there are several weasels here, and I am going to. We will squish you. And he's going to bonus action rage.
Yeah.
Which will deploy the serums embedded beneath his bark that will cause him to become a monstrous size.
So you're going with monstrosity?
Monstrosity. Increases reach by 5 and +2.
And you grow in size.
Let's go. And he is going to take his big ol' frickin' great axe with all the wood gnarled on it, and he's gonna wield it dual-handed, and he's just gonna bring it flat down right on there. Squish them.
Love it. Are you going for some of the ones that are attacking Wokka or some of the ones that are attacking Ember?
So Wokka's right there in the middle of the room, so I'd probably, since they're closer, be trying to squish those 3 that are right there on this side.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit. If you hit, because you have the cleave weapon mastery feature, you can make a second attack on a second one of them.
Double squish? That was sad.
11, and then do I get the +2? 13.
Is it to hit or is it damage? I think it's just damage.
I think it's to hit. Hold on.
Oh, once per turn, when you miss with an attack roll that relies on strength, you can add your rage damage bonus, which is the +2, which brings it from an 11 to a 13, from a miss to meet to beat. So go ahead and roll me a second attack here too.
Squish! Ain't broke, don't fix it.
12.
And I'm gonna add one of my, do I have...
You don't have luck points in this game. We use Heroic Inspiration.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, so Heroic Inspiration is a reroll.
Completely. Nah, I'm good.
Okay,
I'll save it.
so you hit one, miss the other as it just squirms around onto the other side of Wokka, but with your great axe with the flat of it, you manage to knock one of these weasels flying off of him, splatting into the wall. Anything else for you, Breenoh?
No.
Okay, that will then bring Jack up with Ember on deck.
Okay, so how many of the weasels are left now? I think
There are now 5 weasels left.
out of 9, 5 left. Okay. God, and they're scattered all over the place. So, Ice Knife is not going to be very good.
6 left.
6.
Missed 1.
Okay, yeah. Ice Knife isn't going to be too good. Moonbeam is too expensive. So, I was just going to do it the old-fashioned way. I was going to cast Shillelagh, and I'm just going to take a swing at whichever weasel's like closest to... Is there one that I can, that's like in my range and I can go ahead and swing at from right where I am?
Not from... you could step 5 feet forward, and then you can hit one of the 3 that are still... one of the 3 that are still on Ember.
I will do that, yes.
Okay,
I will
let's
go
do it.
for one of them. I'll take my 5 feet, trying to get one of them. Oh, yeah. 24.
Oh, yeah, that'll hit.
This...
no need to roll damage. Dead. How do you do it?
Okay. Oh, yeah, I just, with the, scythe blade, it just cleaves right on through it and looks just like the old cartoon anime shows where it just kind of splits and then it sprays out blood everywhere. Sorry.
Yeah, it's very Sam Raimi in that there is way more blood that comes out of this weasel as is sliced in half than this weasel could ever contain.
Let's see.
No, what were you going to say, Wild?
I was just going to say, this is the most apologies I've ever gotten from team members trying to save my ass from being attacked.
I'm sorry.
You guys don't have to apologize.
sorry.
It's just the matter of the beast.
The whole shower you in blood. Well, I don't have any other actions that can attack, so
Okay.
that's all I've got.
All right.
So that's turn.
Ember, you are up. You still have 2 weasels that are bothering you a little bit.
Just bothering me a little bit. They're just
I mean, they're
tickling
not
me.
doing a ton.
Just like coochie coochie coo.
I mean, at the moment, yeah. We'll see if they can do more.
So, DM,
Player.
if I throw down my spear and just use my action and bonus action to grab both of the weasels in my paws, or is that just unaction? Does it have to be both?
So if you're making 2 attacks, it would be like if you're trying to go for 2 of them, it would be your action and bonus action, just 2 unarmed strikes.
Okay.
And are you trying to grapple them or are you trying to hurt them?
I'm going to kill one and grapple the other.
Okay, absolutely. So let's deal with the damage one first. That is an unarmed strike.
With a nat 20, so that's 27.
Yeah. Could you paint me a picture as to how you destroy this one?
So I grab the first one and I accidentally squeeze a little too hard and its head pops off and just like explodes in a shower of blood, and I go, fuck! And I go to grab the other one.
Love that. Love that.
With another unarmed strike.
Okay. So, that is going to be... it has to make a strength or dexterity saving throw here.
Okay. Is there a different thing that I roll for grappling, or is it still that
It
unarmed
is still
strike?
an unarmed strike.
Okay. Yeah, grapple with its strength. I'd love to see.
Well, it gets to choose. But you got a 19 on the die with that one, so you definitely succeed.
With a total of 26.
So the DC...
So I was like, I'd love to see what the weasel
Well, the
can do.
DC is equal to 8 plus your strength modifier plus your proficiency modifier. So for you, that is 8 plus 5. So the DC it has to beat is a 13 here. It is definitely
Okay.
going to use acrobatics, which is a +3 instead of a -4.
That's smart, weasel.
But with a 2 on the die, I think that seems right. As you pop one of these weasels just inadvertently and you grab the other, yeah, you now have a squirming weasel in hand.
Say it.
What am I saying?
Pop goes the weasel.
That's fucked up.
Even said you popped the weasel.
I did pop the
These jokes are
weasel.
unbearable.
Yep.
Wow, Jolly,
every time.
wow.
I hate it every time.
No, I love that one. That
I
was
love
good. That's one of my favorite puns.
So that
yes,
was
pop
action,
goes
bonus
the
action.
weasel. Yes.
So,
I'm going to keep this weasel
Okay.
grappled.
all right, no problem. That is going to bring up the weasels. 3 of them are going to make attacks on Wokka. And he is 7 or above. 1 fails with a nat 1. The other 2 succeed. You take 2 points of damage, Wokka. The 4th one is going to try to break this grapple. And is going to try acrobatics again. 16 manages to break this grapple and isn't gonna... It just squirms out of your hand and starts crawling along your torso like one of those cartoon cats that you're trying to get, and it's just on your front, and then you reach to your front and it scrabbles around your back, and then you're trying to get it on your back and it comes back around on the front of your torso. Just you're not able to grab it as it breaks this grapple, but that is its full action. That means Wake is up, Wokka is on deck. Wait, Pellam. Sorry, Pellam is up. Then Wake, then Wokka.
I want to moonwalk over to moonwalk over to this peacock and take
Yep.
the gem out its eye. Because
Absolutely.
it's shiny now. It's shiny now. I'm gonna trigger whatever fucking weird shits in this room, but
You sure
fuck
are.
it.
As you moonwalk
Yeah.
over and reach up to grab the jewel, the marble peacock animates and begins to move on
Couldn't help
top
it, though.
of the pedestal where it is. And I need to add it to the initiative here. Rolled a nat 1.
Damn right, fucking
sucks
peacock.
to suck. However, could you make me, as it animates and the long peacock neck stretches, it doesn't change and take on a more terrifying visage, it simply animates. But as it pulls its neck and head back from your reaching grasp, I need a Constitution saving throw from you, please, as you lock eye with it.
15.
15, you are fine, but you feel something
Okay.
as you look into the jeweled eye of this thing. You felt momentarily your body betray you, where your muscles just did not listen for a split second, and then you regain control of yourself. I won't say you've used any action here. That would have been a free object interaction. So you still have action, bonus action.
Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Straight up.
It's a disadvantage because
I
you're
would-
right next to it.
Pellam would kind of be like, oh shit, and then like immediately like hold a hand out and like just try to shoot something.
Love it. So make me an attack roll with disadvantage, please.
12 total.
A
Probably not enough.
12, it blasts into it, but just is like, it takes out a few chips. It doesn't look like it did a ton of damage to it. Yeah, 12 misses.
Okay.
That will then now bring us to Wake, followed by Wokka and then Breenoh. Wake, could you make me a free perception check, please? Or we could go with your passive perception, whichever you'd like.
I'll make an actual perception check.
All
I'm
right, let's
feeling
do it.
lucky. One better than my passive.
That means
for
it was a good
15.
gamble. What was it you said, Pellam?
Ah!
Yeah, you hear that from from through the foyer that you entered in. You just hear Pellam scream.
Okay, so I'm gonna do some a tough choice of triage here. The creepy puppet guy is screaming, but Fishman has a weasel in his mouth. I'm gonna try to get rid of the weasel in Wokka's mouth by shooting it.
Oh man, this is some William Tell accuracy here.
Huh?
No, I have advantage right now. I'm gonna re-roll that.
I'm dancing.
Why do you have advantage?
No, I'm sorry. I'm gonna use. I meant inspiration.
Oh,
Sorry.
cool. Let's do it. Yeah.
I'm going to re-roll.
Okay.
All right.
Poor Wokka over here.
That was worse.
How was
Worse.
I think what happens is not that your aim is off. Your aim is actually quite accurate. But I think, Wokka, you saw one of these weasels get turned into Tartar. And as the coin returned to Wake's hand, you saw him, like, almost in slow-mo, launch it towards you, and you saw that it was aiming right towards your head, and just instinctually, you can't help but lean away to dodge it, thus pulling the weasel out of the shot. But I also can't blame you for that instinct, and I don't think anyone can.
Nope.
Even if it were accurate, I don't know if I would want to have it in my mouth when it happened. So it zooms by and then back to your palm. Anything else from Wake before it's Wokka and Breenoh?
No, I'll stay where I am for now. In my turn.
Wokka's up.
All right, before I get started, what checks do I gotta make here?
Well, you
in the
make your
very
wisdom
beginning? 'Cause
save
this is all
at
sorts
the
fucked
end.
up.
You make the wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn. You still don't have your
Okay.
movement because you're just
Alright.
dancing to this chaotic harpsichord tune. And you take
dancing.
minimum damage.
I'm a dancing.
This time, you take 1 more point of psychic damage.
Right now?
Yep.
All right, this is bad. Can you recap me on the weasel situation on me?
There are 3 currently on you.
Yep.
And let me double check something for Grease. Oh, it's when you're going to end your turn here because you can't move, but you don't have to make that save yet.
Yes.
So you still have action, bonus action. There are 3 weasels on you. One of them is in your mouth, and you still feel those tiny little hands scrabbling, trying to get a hold. They're used to bigger teeth, trying to get one of your little catfish-like teeth out of here.
Okay. There's one in my mouth. It is touching me,
Yeah.
right? I'm going to cast Disillusion,
Yeah, 100%.
with the goal being to break this thing down into its bare elements of blood and bone.
Okay. You know what? This isn't raw, but it's in your mouth. You can make this attack with advantage.
Okay.
I feel like it's easy to go like
roll
this.
it. I mean, I figured it's touching my tongue, so
Yeah.
I mean,
Like,
a nat 20.
hell yes. Beautiful. Which is also really funny because Dissolution has verbal components. So, could you describe as you have to, like, muffle these verbal components, and this thing indeed, as you said, is broken down into its component parts? What do we see?
She's gonna try to say weasel bone and weasel blood. I'll turn you into mud. But it sounds and bite down and just blood spray everywhere, just all over the place.
And, like, as you bite down into it and spit it out, it then breaks down the first dry matter from liquids gets separated as blood and water is pulled out of this thing along with bile, and the dry components are left and then broken down further and further and further in just a matter of seconds until it's just a pile of stuff.
Yeah, could that work as an intimidation check against weasels? I don't know if...
You know what? I'm okay with that. That was a little terrifying. Why don't you make me an intimidation check?
Okay, let's give it a roll.
Oh, it was so close to a nat 20.
That's a 17.
17? The one that... There was another that was, like, starting to climb towards your mouth to also come get a tooth. It's changing its approach. Not gonna do that. And it leaps down off of you, landing in the grease, and has to make a dex save. Fail with a 12. So as you bite down into one, the one that was scurrying up you leaps off just so it's not so close to your mouth, lands on the grease, and just falls on its side and is trying to pick itself up, but it's just getting more and more coated in this material. End of your turn. I need both a dex save and a wisdom save, please.
You got it. Let's do the dex save first. Nope. That's 6.
Okay. You fall onto your butt along with the weasel.
Okay. And the wisdom save, that'll be an 18.
The crash down onto the ground, breaks the reverie or whatever hold this music had over you, and you no longer feel compelled to continue to dance. You can choose to. That will bring Breenoh up with Jack on deck.
Okie dokie. So I've got this one right by me. I still want to squish you. Quit moving! And he is going to swing with his great axe on this
Alright,
thing.
let's do it.
That's going to be an 18.
And since that hits, go ahead and make another. Yeah, gotta love it.
That's a 23 on that second one.
23, would you be going for the fine? There are only 2 weasels left after you make your first attack, because again, 1 hit point, no need to roll damage. Would you be taking out the final weasel that is near Wokka, or the final weasel that is near Ember? You could hit both.
Which one is the furthest one?
They're both within range.
Does that final weasel include the one that's in my claws right now?
The one that was in your claws escaped on its last turn.
Okay.
That is the final weasel
Of
by
course it
you.
did. Motherfucker.
So which one, Breenoh?
And by Wokka.
Wokka, okay. Gone. Okay. That is going to bring up, unless you have anything further, Breenoh, that will bring Jack up.
No, they've got it.
Jack, could you also make me a perception check, just like I had Wake make, because you're at the doorway, so you're kind of in the hall, so you might be able to hear Pellam.
Right, so perception. Ooh, 11.
11. I think you're very focused here at this moment, which makes sense. So, you're up.
Okay, so that means I did not hear. I just like.
You didn't hear
Mr.
Pellam shout, no. But
Oh,
you've
okay.
also been
All right,
hearing
then.
your friends here dealing with these weasels, so your attention was
Okay, so
probably
I'm
drawn.
still focused on the weasels. And I think we said that there's
One left.
And there's now 1 left. I'll move in on it. Go ahead and swing on it. Try to
Let's
take it
do
out.
it.
Oh yeah. Where's my roll to hit? There it is. 11.
11 will unfortunately miss as this little weasel. You could use heroic, and we are drawing towards the end of our session, so if you haven't used your heroic inspiration you want to, this could be a good time.
Why not?
You only need a 7 or higher on the die to hit. So the odds
There we
are...
go. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 will hit. So just as it leaps off of Ember, trying to escape from her grasp, you just straight in the middle of the air, and it just falls on the ground.
Perfect.
There are no more weasels left in this music room, and yet the harpsichord continues to play. That is also now going to bring up the Peacock. Peacock is going to make an attack on the one target, Pellam. Dirty 20. And where? Oh, where? Damage. Oh, there it is. You take 6 points of piercing damage and, maxed, 12 points of poison damage. So a total of 18 as this still marble albino peacock pecks into you. Where it bites, it burns in a way that doesn't make sense. You're a puppet, but it burns into you. And that has nowhere to move. It's very trapped because you're standing right in front of it. So that's the end of its go, bringing up Ember, followed by Pellam and Wake.
And you said the only thing that's left is the harpsichord?
Which is still, well, the whole room is still here. But there are
Yeah,
no more weasels, and the harpsichord is
No
still
more
playing
weasels.
that discordant tune.
Would you feel slighted if I looked up how a harpsichord works?
It's a.
How can
no,
I dismantle this to make
so
it stop?
Just think of piano. It has keys, it has hammers, it has strings. It is
Please don't punch
currently
the piano.
It has
I'm
a
not-
lid that is currently propped open like some yawning casket. You can see the rusted wires inside of it stretched like brittle tendons. Yellowed ivory keys covered in cobwebs.
If I found a way to stop the hammers inside of the body from striking the strings, it would not be able to play the music,
Logically, yeah.
logically. There are multiple cushioned chairs and sofas and love seats in this room, if I'm to believe the battle map, correct?
There are places that are clearly intended for people to sit and listen. This isn't just for dancing.
Okay. Can I try and remove as many of the cushions or pillows from those seats as possible? Is there a way I can roll to do that?
Yep, that's free object interaction. You start grabbing cushions. What you doing?
Cool. Start grabbing cushions, and I stuff them all under the big lid of the harpsichord so that they're snug against the strings so they're not able to vibrate, and I shut the lid.
You come over and you stuff this full, and as you shut the lid, it's not logical. Because it's just as loud.
Well, since that was a free object interaction, and I tried really hard, Wake, I'm sorry. I'm going to attempt to smash the harpsichord.
Absolutely no roll necessary. What weapon would you be using? Your spear or your claws?
I threw down my spear in order to catch those weasels, so
Okay.
it's going to be my claws.
You rake into this thing, and
Like full height. Rah!
it hurts your claws. And the
Oh.
harpsichord is unblemished. Aside from the evidence of age and neglect, your claws do nothing. That will be an action.
Okay. Does that... Boo. Okay. That's it.
Pellam, you're up.
I'd set it on fire, but I can't use
Next time.
Talk to me about if I use rope trick. Does that do a attack of opportunity?
I would say that casting it absolutely doesn't. Climbing up to it, because I would think that you could position it in such a way that you would not leave its threatened space. I don't think... I'm going to say that because of the confines of this room, you could use rope trick without provoking an attack of opportunity.
Good. I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Okay. So what do we see? What does your
I am
rope trick
going
look like?
into a space that Peacock cannot touch me. He throws up the rope. It's a little white piece of rope that he pulls out, and it just sticks into place, right? And it just hangs there. And he's just gonna hold on with one hand and look at the Peacock, just like, and then ride the rope up into the extra dimensional portal that's up there.
Pull up, disappear.
And then down from the portal, just a giant middle finger. Even a foam middle finger at this point. Fuck you, asshole.
Love it. Love it. Love it. That's totally fair. I'm going to make you invisible on the map because you aren't apparently visible.
Okay.
Love that.
Just as a free action, you hear out there, the peacock is fucking killing me. Can we kill this peacock, please?
All of you hear that.
I don't know if anybody hears it.
All of you hear that. It shouted loud enough, and now that you're not having to focus on weasels and it's just the sound of the harpsichord, you're able to hear Pellam shout this from the western direction, which brings up Wake, followed by Wokka.
I will run out of the room towards the door that Pellam went through, run through the door, stop for, like, skid to a halt, see this statue, peacock construct, and Pellam is gone as of now, right? He's not in the room anymore?
You do not see him now. Would you
Okay.
have pulled the rope up, do you think, Pellam, or is the rope still dangling?
No, the rope's still dangling.
Okay, you just see a white rope hanging from
Okay.
nothingness, basically.
All right, so I am at the door, kind of like in the hall, looking around through the door frame, and I will just flip my coin at the peacock.
Okay, let's do it.
2-1 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Come on, 5 force damage.
5 force damage. Okay.
Sad.
Love it. Anything else on this turn?
No, I would have been able to sneak attack if Pellam stayed in the room, but he had to run away.
That is a strategic retreat for future victories.
And you will respect my strategy.
Also, I have 1 hit point left, okay? Just chill. Fucking chill.
Also
I will
fair.
wait
Be
here.
very sad clown if I go down.
I will wait here and see what happens.
At the end of your initiative, could you please make me a charisma saving throw? Wait.
Who, me?
Yes, please.
Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, come on. 8.
8. You send your coin and it shatters a small part of this statue. And you hear a voice. My work! And a twisted spirit of an old woman. Old woman that a few of you saw in one of the paintings in the foyer. Excuse me, in the foyer. And it erupts from one of the paintings here, slams into you, grabs hold of you, flies you through the air, and sucks you into the painting.
Come on.
Not my fault. Not my fault.
And I want
wanna
to take
be
a
in a
quick
painting.
poll of the group. Looking at the time, that could be a very narratively satisfying place to pick up next time, with one person getting sucked into a painting. Are we good to stop here? I know we're pushing it for our East Coast friends and all of that, so I just want to be respectful.
The suspense is killing me, but I think it's the right place to stop.
It really is.
Okay.
I saw, Jolly, I saw the war
cliffhanger.
in your face. You were just like, I can do like
No,
half an
see,
hour
I
more.
really want to keep going, but then I saw Ember and I was like, okay, if Ember's tapping out, then okay, I'm fine with tapping out.
Okay, see,
For
I'm
now.
just
Such a
pulling the
great
group here.
cliffhanger, though.
Because it's, I mean, I couldn't have asked for a more
No, you're
beautifully
you're fine,
narratively
Ember.
satisfying moment. So as Wake gets body slammed by this twisted spirit of an old woman sucked into the painting, Wake, you find yourself in a stormy landscape. It is a sweeping expanse. And you have no recognition of this place. It doesn't look like anywhere that you recognize. But make me one quick perception check, please.
Oh, hold on. Nope. 7.
7. You don't see it until it's right on you. A 4.5-foot long centipede. And then you notice several others beginning to make their way right towards you on this hill that overlooks a stormy coastline. Lightning crash, while somewhere far away from here, your friends are dealing with a different problem. That is where we'll pick up next time.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
So not cool.
The text just exploded with nopes.
Nope.
The Discord
Nope.
chat just exploded.
That's a whole lot of no for me, dog.
Yeah.
Last time I tried to help a party member, I'm done.
Yeah, that's the
I'm
lesson
sorry,
here.
bro. Ooh.
That's not the lesson that we need to take from this.
Well,
That's too damn bad.
incredible session.
Pellam's not getting any fucking healing the rest of this goddamn session.
And we have officially now explored, at least entered, all of the rooms on the first floor of this crooked house. And we'll be picking up in the middle of this combat next time. So, before we go anywhere, friends, even though this is pre-recorded, hopefully real Ethan is sitting somewhere on his phone or computer ready to raid. If I forgot, forgive me. But please stick around until then so that we can possibly raid and share the love. And I want to give these wonderful people an opportunity to let you know where you can find them when they're not here dealing with horrifying, gross stuff. Let's go in the reverse order. Lauren.
Hi, I'm here. Thousand Faces cosplay, 95% Lauren. I'm gaming, practicing escapism, and I'm a tree. So that's nice. I'm also a turtle. That's also nice. I'm also a man that throws up a lot, which is accurate. Okay, take care of yourself. Bye.
Pete.
Hello. Centipedes are disgusting. You can find me at the Mallo Man, making magic card videos, and all sorts of other stuff, streaming and being wonderful. Don't let anyone tell you that's not where you find me, because that is where you find me. You should go there right now and comment butts wherever it is. Tell me that I sent
Deal.
you. Thanks.
Gonna go do that right now. But Mallo.
That's right. You can find me everywhere at the Mallo Man. That's Mallo Man without a W, because the actual Mallo Man was a lot of money, and I decided I didn't want to pay for that. And I could copyright and trademark the other one, so I did. But yeah, go check it out. I do a lot of Magic the Gathering content when I'm not sitting here getting horrified by Ethan. Yeah, we do a lot of cool stuff together and things like that. So go check it out and go take care of yourselves, because you guys are beautiful. Those of you watching. Yeah, you. Yeah, you in the back right there. You're beautiful. I love you.
Damn right. Damn right. Wild.
You can find me in nature and potentially terrifying my neighbors by being far too friendly and nice for where I live, because I'm trying to build community, as we all should be doing. And also at Wildling011 or the Wildling011. I might like your things, and I might repost them. You'll see me around. Yeah. Okay, bye.
I feel like we traded our real life advice things that's usually at the end, and we did it at the beginning this time. Caleb.
Well, hello. You can hear me here. You can hear me in the archives of the RPG Academy. You can hear me every once in a while in Tabletop Cafe, which is part of Tabletop Journeys. You can find me on your socials at the Caleb G. There's the link in the bio thingy thing about some stuff I have written and has been published. There's With Teeth, the dark fantasy wolf-themed anthology where proceeds go to help the Lakota Wolf Preserve. There's also the Miscreant anthology coming off a highly successful Kickstarter campaign, can be purchased now on its own. And that is it. And goodbye.
Jolly, bring us home.
Well, when I am not here with these great people rolling dice very low and coming up with cracks and jokes, you can typically find me in most places on social media at Jolly Yellow Nerd, where I am slowly figuring out that humanity is going to destroy itself in the exact same ways that lots of pieces of science fiction have already laid out. Because with the advent of AI, but no one's seen a Terminator movie apparently. So it'll be fine to just sit back and watch all these movies and read all these books to get the playbook on how society is going to kill itself. So that's what I'm doing.
Look, we didn't expect Idiocracy
Otherwise,
to be a
read
prediction of the
Identico.
future.
I
Yeah,
would say
I
go read Identico, but yes, we predicted this.
Yep. Well said, buddy. And I'm glad. Hey, and if you need to go check out great reviews of different sci-fi, please check out Jolly Yellow Nerd. He's always talking about cool stuff. So if you're into sci-fi at all, highly recommend dropping that man a follow. My name is Ethan. You can find me as the Buff DM, talking about all things TTRPGs, or when cosplaying as the other half of Thousand Faces Cosplay, and obviously as the Forever GM, here on Go Buff Yourself. Thank you, friends, for being here so much for this fun Session 9. We will continue crawling through this crooked house next time. So please, if you want to check out any past episodes or want to listen to the narrative play version of Lords of Sin at the moment, check out the Go Buff Yourself podcast. We put a lot of work into that. But until we see you next time, friends, be extra good to yourselves, as has been referenced several times. It's a wild, tough world out there right now. So take the time that, it's a wild world. Take the time that you need to recharge, refill your cup. Stay off social media sometimes, but also stay aware. Midterms are coming up. Register to vote. Help someone else register to vote, and encourage them to help someone else register to vote. Wild.
And make sure that if you have registered to vote, that your voter's registration is still considered valid as we come up onto these elections. Keep an eye on it. Make sure your people keep an eye on theirs as well. Just saying.
We wouldn't, it's not like we live in an era where a government would want to disenfranchise certain sections of voters or anything. So please just check on that for poops and giggles.
Oh.
So until we see you next time, friends, be good to yourselves. Drink some water, read a book, pet a cat, hug a friend with consent. Love you all. And until we see you next time, go buff yourselves. Bye, everybody.
Mwah!